Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, everyone. I am I'm gonna multitask this morning. I wanted to go live and just chat at the same time I'm doing not my husband, doing my son's hair because we're going out of town today. Here, go. Where's the bigger chair? Let me see. Here, get up. Let me find you. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Tuesday, second day of spring break. A lot of people are off for spring break. And so yesterday, for day one, we took the kids to main event. We had some coupons that we wanted to use before they expired too. So today we're heading out of town for a little bit, go see some of my family, and just kind of relax. Cause y'all, I don't know how this weather is going to do here in Tejas, okay? Because we basically 1 minute it's in the 70s, the 80s, the next minute it's in the 50s. So it's like it's spring break, but how do you have spring break and it feels like winter? Okay. Like that's the kind of stuff that we deal with here in Texas. Okay. But regardless, I'm grateful that we still get some time off. Still helps. Welcome everyone that's joining. I'm multitasking this morning. I'm doing my son's hair and live, just chatting, seeing how you all are doing. Yep. So it's like it was hard to plan. Good morning, Rolanda. Thank you for joining. How are you today, sis? Yeah, it was hard to plan because I kept looking at the weather and I'm like, well when is things gonna, get a little warmer? But if it's not warm weather, it's rainy weather. So I'm just like, hey, long as we together, it is what it is. I mean, at this point, what do? You can't control the weather. But we're just looking forward to spending time as a family. That's pretty much all you can do. And I'm looking forward to just getting away because I don't think we've been out of town for. Um, I think the last time we went out of town was probably the funeral. Whose funeral? It was. When was that? Well, my husband's saying last time we went out of town was a funeral. That may have been October or November. Wow. It doesn't even seem like that long, y'all. So I'm gonna take my headphones so when I'm on the road, I'm gonna probably talk on the road. Y'all on Facebook, I am trying to meet my minutes goal. And I'm far out. So what I've learned, what I think is happening, because y'all know I go live a lot, right? But what I think is happening is, hold on, y'all. I don't want to scream in your ear. Hold on, because I need to get my daughter to bring me something right quick. So what I realized, thank you for hitting the heart. Y'all hit the like button if you haven't. I really appreciate that. So what I think, if you're in professional mode on Facebook, okay, I think this is how it's going. Hey TC, hey sis, thank you for joining. Okay, you peeking in, sis. I'm just multitasking, just doing my son's hair, and we're getting ready to go out of town. So I was like, I'm gonna go live while I'm doing this because I have to increase my lives, y'all. Like seriously. And y'all, it's this lady. I'm not gonna say her name on here, but some people that watch this probably know who I'm talking about. She's on Facebook throughout the day, okay, doing probably multiple hours of lives, in the morning and at night. Okay, now I know what she's trying to do. Some people think she's losing it, but she's trying to get those minutes. And once she gets those minutes, it's gonna stop. It's gonna die down. Okay, because by then she would have already reached her goal to start earning. Thank you so much, TC. Earning. I hope you're reading the book, sis. And if you can you leave a review on Amazon? But once she gets her minutes, it will die down because by then she would have reached the minutes and she'll start talking about something else. And I was telling someone this morning, I said, well, you know what I need to do? I need to every time she go live, I need to go live. Because if you're on Facebook and you're in professional mode and you're trying to be monetized, let me tell y'all something on the minute, something I just figured out because I've been trying to figure it out because I'm like, I know I've been going live. And I'm like, why have I not reached this 60,000 minutes? Well, something that stood out the other day to me is, okay, sis, thank you. Something that stood out to me the other day is the 60,000 minutes has to be within 60 days. They don't roll over, I don't think. Because if they rolled over, I would have been and had that. So you have to do all 60,000 within thank you, sis. You have to do all 60,000 within that 60 days. Or it's just gonna like do it, I guess the average or something of wherever you are on that particular day. And that's why it never goes up. It's almost like you have to do an overload of it to get your numbers up. So it's like you have to pretty much, someone was sharing that had reached her level. She shared, make sure you are doing reels and lives because all of that counts. Even when people go back and watch the replay, all of that counts. Okay. So it's almost like you have to punch it for a good 60 days and get your numbers. So if y'all see me going live an extra amount of time, even if just sitting there, mind your business. Because I'm trying to get to that level. And I've reached every other requirement. Y'all, I've reached every other requirement. My followers, the other things you have to have, all of that. The only thing that I'm not I haven't met yet is the 60,000 minutes. And I think I need like 52,000 more. I think that's how many more I need. That's for my Facebook side because I know I'm on YouTube too. YouTube, man, y'all, hopefully say a prayer for some good news tomorrow because I think tomorrow is the date. That's the 14th day about this appeal that I had to file. So I've made up my mind that whichever way it goes, I'm okay. It is what it is. I wasn't monetized for the longest. So I can get it back. They said within, I think after you have to wait 90 days and you could possibly get your monetization back. Okay, yeah, TC. That's what I think is the holdup. I think because we have to punch it for 60 days in a row, for that period of time, not necessarily 60 days like every day, but within the 60-day range, you have to punch it and do a great number of lives. And then after you reach that goal, then you've already, made the requirement But that's what I'm just gonna have to do. Because I want to meet that goal. That's the only thing I'm missing. And I kept wondering, I was like, why is it that I've been going live in these minutes, they'll move up some, but then I noticed after a minute, they kind of decrease a little. And I looked the other day and I said, oh, it's within a 60-day range. So, once that day falls off, if you don't have any or you haven't gone live in a while, that kind of puts you back some. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to punch it for a good 60 days to get to my goal within a 60-day range. I'm going to just have to do that. Because that's the only thing that I'm missing. And so with YouTube side, it works similar. If you're trying to get monetized on YouTube, make sure you have the followers. I think you have to have a certain number of followers. The hours, I think it was 4,000. Is it 4,000 watch hours? I think it was 4,000 watch hours. So you still need to go live on YouTube too. If you're trying to be monetized on YouTube, you need to do that also. And then get your followers. And then it's like they'll tell you that part is similar to Facebook too, because they'll gradually tell you what you are monetized for. You don't get everything at one time. Facebook is the same way. Good morning, Miss Lisa Love. How are you? What they'll do, Facebook, you can become monetized for stars, but then you have to wait until you get an invite to the performance bonus program. And then after that, you can meet the requirements to, after stars is usually ads on your reels. Then after that, they'll usually send you an invite to the performance bonus program. Then after that, you have to reach the other requirements to have in-stream ads. And when you have in-stream ads, that's probably where a lot of the money comes from. When you have in-stream ads, because you'll get ads even when people watch your replays. The more comments you get in your lives, hey, Miss Sexy, how are you, sis? The more comments you get in your lives and so forth, that puts you in the algorithm, and it really, really helps. It helps with your reach. It helps with your reach. It helps with your, you want to engage. And I'm talking about Facebook right now on that part. You want to engage with others. So if you see other people posting, I don't care if you know those people or not. You want to make sure you all up in that post, okay? Hey, y'all. Good morning. How y'all doing? I love this picture, girl. Beautiful children. Because what's going to happen is it's giving you exposure to more people seeing your profile. And also, it's helping with your engagement and your reach. That's how you see a lot of people with the reach in the millions, okay? Because they have been in all kind of people's chats. And then share other people's content. Especially if they have a lot of followers, share their content. That can work. Hi, Anointed. Thank you for joining, sis. That can work on Facebook and YouTube, y'all. What I've noticed, what I've learned, okay, if you're in a different sector and you are somewhere else and you like what you're seeing, you can share that link on your community wall. What will happen is that content creator will get a notification that you tagged them or shared their content. That then gives you exposure too. Okay. And then when you're over in other people's chats, if you really like another sector, you're in the chat and you're engaging on YouTube. Okay. So now more people are starting to see your name. Oh, hey, welcome back, Open Book. Okay. Or whoever your name is on YouTube. That gives you exposure. The whole thing is you want to put yourself out there where you start getting noticed and exposure, engaging with other people. Now I'm starting, when I go back into other chats, I'm starting to pick up on other people's names and get to know more people. It's all about networking. That goes with in real life networking, talking to people, and social media networking. Okay? Because you never know who you're going to run up on. You never know who's in your midst. You never know who you're talking to. Okay? Who has influence? Who's looking to be a blessing? You never know that. Just like I was visiting that church that day, and Nikki was talking about her book. She was one of the guest authors on the open book. And when she went up on the platform and she was talking about her book, I felt the Holy Ghost, like the way she talked. I said, wow, this sister is on fire. So afterwards, I couldn't be shy and say, oh, she gonna think I'm crazy if I'm coming over here talking to her. No, what I did was I said, hi, I'm the host and founder of the open book. And the way you were talking about your book sounds very interesting. I would love for you to be a guest on our show. And she was blown away. She was excited. And she came on. If you haven't seen her interviews on YouTube and Facebook, y'all go back and look at that interview. That interview was powerful. We couldn't hardly get off. When you get two people talking about God and on fire, baby, it started going from the book to other stuff. It was really powerful. And so that's just a part of networking. I'm shy to a certain degree. People may not know that about me. I'm an introvert. I love people, but I'm more comfortable of being a loner and being by myself. I'm being honest. Because even when I'm in a crowd, I'm looking forward to going back home. I play it off a lot, and people probably think, I have a whole lot of friends and stuff like that. But I'm just, I like to engage and talk mainly. I do like to talk, but I had to get out of my shell and know that if you're going to really get out there, you're going to have to come out of your comfort zone, because I can't stay there if I really want to do what God has called me to do. I had to learn how to engage with females. At one point in my life, I didn't want to be around a lot of females because I used to think, man, girls are messy. I used to think that. And for the longest, that was one reason why I didn't hang around a lot of women, because I used to say girls are messy. I don't like drama. I didn't allow too many people to get close to me. But I had a few friends that I maintained throughout the years. As y'all could tell, even at this singles panel discussion, I brought some of them on. I had an elementary friend on one, and I had a high school friend. And it's a couple more that we are connected on Facebook still, that I keep in contact with, and we follow each other and so forth. I didn't have a whole lot of friends. And I don't know, I was comfortable with that. And then one day I went to a singles event at this church in Dallas, and during his message, sit up, Michael, sit up. He was talking about how women, y'all have to get used to interacting with other women because it challenges your character. And I was like, man, get out of my business. Like how this man knew that's how I felt, because he said exactly how I used to think. He was like, yeah, y'all want to hang around all these men, don't want to be with engaging with women. He said, no, you got to come out of that. You have to learn how to interact with other women. And that's when God started challenging me. Miss Sexy said, y'all, I like to post the comments. Hold on. Miss Sexy said, I was like that open book, didn't hang with female friends. So sad. Yes, I'm being transparent. That's how I was. And God challenged me and said, in order to do what I've called you to do, I need you to deal with that. And not knowing that afterwards, I was going to have to be the leader. I was honored, I should say, not going to have to be, but honored to be the leader of the singles ministry at our church. Now imagine had God not convicted me of that and challenged me to change. How am I going to be the leader of the singles ministry and I don't even like to hang around with? That was not going to work. It just wasn't going to work. And so I had to learn how to do that. I had to learn professionalism, how to be professional in the midst of somebody trying to tear you down or talk crazy to you. Because I used to could pop off. I know that may be hard to believe. But it used to be a time in my life where I would just say whatever. I didn't care. If somebody made me mad enough and it took a lot to get me to that level, I could be very sarcastic. And so God had to start challenging me in that area. Ma'am, you can't be in leadership positions and don't know how to control yourself or your mouth, because it's just not going to work. I wouldn't cuss people out, but I could be very sarcastic. And I didn't care. And so I had to go through that process too. Networking with others, getting outside of, y'all hear my son, I'm doing his hair. He talking into his Michael, don't use that right now. Why? No, I'm on the live. You can use it after I get off live. Oh. Networking with others is so critical, y'all, because somebody that you talk to could be the one to help you get to the next level in what you're trying to do. But if you don't talk to people, or if you don't interact with people, engage with people, you'll never know, what opportunities lie out there. If you're in a silo by yourself all of the time and never really talk to people, it's going to be hard to really get out there and get your name out there. So it just depends on what you're doing, what you want to do. If you're writing a book, if you're starting a business, go around, and that's what I'm about to start doing. I'm giving myself, like I told you, hey, what did I say? Turn it off until I get off live.
Looking for Bluetooth.
Turn it off. And so I started, I told y'all that in 2024, I'm savoring the moment, right? So during this time, my mind, as soon as the book was published, here goes my mind. Oh, okay, now how do I do this? I got to get it into stores. Which publishing company? I was thinking a mile a minute. God said, slow down, hold up, savor the moment. Something you've been writing and wanting to get out has finally been published. Enjoy this moment. Sit in that for a second. We talked about this on one encouraging Thursday, I think. Savor that moment. Enjoy that step. And then comes one step at a time, of getting the next step. But sometimes we try to rush through what God has already done, trying to hurry up and get to the next thing. Yes, Miss Lisa, that's the way we allow God to lead us, because we start rushing stuff, then we're not really hearing him. The key is hearing him, hearing who he wants us to talk to. Okay. I was thinking, what groups do I want to be a part of now? Because now I have to get out of my comfort zone and be around other authors, going to events where authors go to. So this is a whole new world, that I've never navigated before. This is something new to me. And I can say it's scary, it's exciting, but it can be scary, it can be intimidating. But when God leads us, like Miss Lisa just said, when God leads us, he's going to put us around the right people, the right places, who to go, where to go, okay, what to invest in, what to not invest in, and so forth. And then he will surround us in that next level around people that will be for us. Because you have to understand, everyone's not going to be for you. Everyone is not. And when you come to the realization of that, and not just the realization, but that you're okay with that. That's the key. You can come to the realization and be mad. But when you come to the realization of it, then God can work with that. And you won't get bothered by that. And I thank God for my first lady, my spiritual mom, Pastor Sonia. This was years ago when I was in the singles, when I was a singles ministry leader. And we would start off with small numbers. Because a lot of people, the realization was a lot of people didn't want to be a part of singles ministry because it had a negative connotation in life. People don't want to be single. They want to be married. I didn't want it to be that type of singles ministry. It wasn't like we come in here all sad and depressed talking about how we want someone. No. We were going to focus on being single, enjoy that state in our life, and learn who we were. We were going to have purpose and allow God to help us fulfill our destiny. As we were doing that, we believed God was going to send us our mate. Okay. And so when the numbers started off so small. Hi, Miss Pammy Pooh. Thank you for joining, sis. Miss Lisa Love said, you have to truly stay prayed up because people will try to paint you another way. I allow God to take the wheel. Yes, definitely. Definitely. I remember Bishop said, you can't even chase down a rumor. He said, you just have to live the life. And then people will see later on that what someone told them was not true at all. And so because people gonna say what they're gonna say, but Pastor, she used to say, go with the goers. And that thing it's stuck. I would say it stood out to me. It is stuck with me through my life. Because you will have a visual of when your dream comes true, all these people, everyone around you clapping and being excited and really supporting and things of that sort are being a part. And then when it actually starts to happen, the number's not like what you visualize. What do? Are you going to be excited? Are you going to be upset? Or are you going to continue to move forward and be satisfied with who is there? You know what I'm saying? Because we may have started off with a faithful 5. It would probably be 5 or 6 of us. Then eventually some of those people started inviting some people. Okay, started growing. Then right before I left, because I was getting married, so I was no longer, and it was hard for me to let that go. It really was. And even to this day, I still have a heart for singles ministry. I do. Married or not, I told God to please keep me in the, what is like, how like when you don't get too far removed to when you get married and you're like, I don't remember what it's like to be single. No, that was a very critical season in my life. So I want to be able to relate and talk about those challenges and those lessons learned and things of that sort with other singles and how to go get over that and become the best person ever before getting married. Because that's a whole other ministry, being married. Okay. Miss Lynn said, good morning, open book and chat. I finally caught your live. Yes, ma'am. This was a random live. I'm doing my son's hair because we're about to go out of town. So I'm kind of touching up his hair. And I was like, let me go live, because we're on spring break this week. So we just chatting, talking about life and so forth. But yeah, whatever you're trying to do, network, get in some groups, people that have already done what you're trying to do. Ask questions, be teachable. Okay, because sometimes we want to act like we know it all. And knowing we haven't done that before. We don't know it all. They have probably navigated through some territory that can give us some tips and advice so we don't have to learn some hard lessons. They've already been down that path before. But we always must remain teachable. We do not know it all. We don't. I don't know the first thing about publishing a book, writing a book, all of this. I am just going with some people have helped me along the way. And then observe others too, y'all. That's how I'm learning some of this social media game. I watch people. I watch how they post. I watch when they post. Some things that they're doing. Because these people are getting paid thousands of dollars. Okay, per month. Now I don't do the hey dreamy girl, hey sis. I don't do the drama. Okay. I may get funny and we, have fun on some stuff, but I ain't finna come up with fake beef. I'm not about to be arguing with people on here. It's a certain boundary that I do have. But I do watch certain things. Hi, Raw Truth. Hey, sis. I do watch what some people do. Okay. I love you, sis. I enjoyed the music. I was cleaning up yesterday while your music was playing. Y'all gotta follow Raw Truth. She plays some good music over there, y'all. That's some good cleaning up music. Just like I was washing, cleaning, listening to her music yesterday. And so yeah, network with other people, be teachable, watch people, observe what they're doing. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean too that we copy what other people are doing, because guess what? You have to be you. Be unique. Don't do exactly what they're doing, because it may not work for you. You can try to duplicate, but the recipe won't be the same. Okay? What makes your stuff, whatever you're trying to do, stand out? If there are 20,000 people who are making t-shirts, okay, and there are, you can really find a lot of people making t-shirts, and it could be a lucrative business. If you are one that's making t-shirts, what makes your t-shirt business stand out? And y'all, my undergrad degree is in business management. So some stuff I really did learn. I love you too, sis. I really enjoyed it. Miss Lisa Love said, yes, exactly. Truly don't know it all, but open to learn from others. Yes, Miss Lisa. I'm like, you have to learn from others. And you have to find what makes yours stand out. Like with my book, I promise you, I was sitting here the other day, and I was like, yep, you can get a book. Everyone can get a book. What can I do different, God, to make something stand out? And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I could do like a package, like a little package, decorated. I have like bookmarks in there, a flower in there, memento, put a journal in there, and really make it a package, because you want your things to stand out. And as God continues to give me ideas, I'll try different things. Thank you, Miss Lisa. I'll try different things. Okay. Because I haven't even gotten to the level yet, or, of really getting out there. Like, it just happened. So I really haven't been to vendor events yet. And I'm thinking about how I have for my business, the big banner. I want to get one of those for my books too, my book. That helps you stand out. And I do have a video, and I actually got to find that video, because like I told y'all, last year, the ebook was available. And what I did, so that I didn't have to keep explaining to people what my book was about, I did a video on loop about my book. And I got to find that, y'all. I done forgot. I done forgot where I put it or what it was on. Because I want to look at that and tweak it and things, because you'll be surprised at some of these events. Like if you go to vendor events, there are a lot of people coming up to the tables and so forth. And so what they'll do, they're trying to ask you questions. You may be trying to sign a book. Then they're trying to ask questions and so forth. Well, if you have a video, and this could be for a product too. If you do like a mini commercial for your product, whatever product you have, you could do the little commercial. So when you're handling business with another customer and you don't have any help, because sometimes you have help, sometimes you won't, then you can have that video on loop so that other people can look at that while they're waiting on you to talk to you so they can get some more information. So I want to tweak that too. Sit up, Michael. Sit up. I'm almost done with the back. Huh? I was telling Michael to sit up. Yeah. And so there's just some little things. Y'all don't even know how we got to this conversation. But I'm just randomly talking about different stuff.
Give it to me.
Give it to her. And hey, go back there and play with it because I'm on wrong.
Give it to me.
Hey, stop. Y'all gonna hear me popping some butt. Hi, Jessica. Good morning, sis. Thank you for joining. And so this week, y'all, is spring break. A lot of people are out, off from work. Some people not. So I just came on to just chat while I did my son's hair, because we're gonna leave, go out of town in a little bit. So I'm just trying to touch up on stuff. But yeah, so I'm grateful to God, for that. And y'all, we were talking about be thankful for the little. I was like, every day I told my husband, I said every day so far for the past few days, I've had one book sale. When I wake up in the morning and check my numbers on Amazon, I was like, wow, God, thank you. I may not be in the 50s and hundreds of books and thousands of books, but guess what? Lord, thank you. Okay, I had to put a post this morning. Thank you for those people who have thought to even purchase. Thank you. And I know people financially, things go on and stuff like that. Believe me, I know. But it's just even the thought that someone wants to support. That means a lot to me. And so be grateful in the little. Okay. Thank you so much, sis. I received that, Jessica. I receive it. Okay. Sis, if you go onto Amazon. Hold on. Thank you, sis. Let's see. If you go to Amazon.com and you could type in, this is the name of the book. I'm gonna put it in the chat. And then I also have the link for the package. It's a signed copy package. And I'll put that in the chat too, for those of you who are interested. But yes, Jessica, I received that because you know what, y'all? We have to be grateful in the little. And God will test our hearts sometimes to see if we are grateful, or are we going to be like, ugh. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're faithful over a few, God will make you ruler over many. And that's with anything, y'all. Oh, thank you, Anointed. I give God the glory, sis. I really do.
Lord.
You heard my son. Well, yes, we praise the Lord around here. He's my little praise partner. But I give God the glory. I really do. Everything that I've gone through. And I mentioned some of that in the book, some of my testimonies. But y'all, I try to look at everything I go through as, God, what do you want me to learn from this experience? What am I supposed to get out of this? And I try to walk in a spirit of consciousness that God is with me. God is watching me. He's teaching me, all of that. I try to listen to him, to have discernment and so forth. Because we have to, lean and trust on him. Trust in him. And so a lot of the things that I go through, I always think about, it's not just for me. Y'all, I'm telling you, no one really mentioned having a miscarriage. Rachu said, I just found it and added it to my cart. Now, don't leave it there, sis. Y'all know how we do. We got millions of dollars worth of items in our cars. I'm joking, sis. She said I have a few things I have to order on Amazon, and I'll submit the order today. I'll let you know once done, sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. And so, it's just an awareness that God is with us. Anything we're going through, a lot of the things. Oh, I was about to say, yeah, a lot of people didn't talk about miscarriages. It was like taboo. A lot of people just didn't talk about it. And so when I had my miscarriage, well, I really felt like I didn't have a choice because everyone knew how excited I was to get pregnant, and we had the gender reveal and all of that. So of course, folks was going to know if I told them I was at the hospital, and then one day I'm not talking about being pregnant again, then they're going to know something happened. And so it wasn't until I shared my story of what had happened to us, and I was telling people about it, y'all, that is when women came out of nowhere telling me their stories about having a miscarriage. And I didn't even realize it was that many people around me that had gone through that. Like, seriously, around me. Women that I had been knowing for years, went to high school with, some that I had recently met. And Roger said, no, I won't forget at all. I've been procrastinating with my other items since I need them now, last minute, and I have to submit them. So I got you, sis. No doubt. Thank you, Roger. I was just joking because I know me. Okay. And then my kids, they done started putting stuff in the cart. I'm like, baby, who getting this? Delete. Delete. Okay. No. So, yes, I was like, man. And so you'll be surprised at how many people are going through things that you've either gone through or you've gone through things that they need to know. How did you get through it? And they've gone through similar circumstances. Like, seriously, you'll be surprised. Everything is not for us. We are the vessels being used, but it's not about us.
SpongeBob and the Breadwinners.
And so those are questions and things. Y'all, it was even at work one day. And I was like, Lord, I am ready to go. Like, because I know that I'm supposed to be doing something else. I know it. I know what he wants me to do. And I feel like this job
and the Breadwinners.
Y'all, my son, he trying to find something on YouTube. I'm talking and it's picking up my voice. He's saying it, I'm saying, talking at the same time. And so I was like, Lord, I feel like this position at this place was a detour. For some reason, I just felt like it was a detour. And the whole time I'm here, I'm like, because it's nothing. In the beginning, I had a little rough patches with some people, but I think we're at a good place now. And so I said, God, why am I still here? So we had a teacher transition from one grade to another. So we had an opening. And there was this lady. I went to do the interviews. Like, I was sitting there waiting on people to come. I'm like, I thought this was a time where it was going to be a lot of people coming, that needed a job and so forth. So I'm sitting there in this room waiting to interview people. And we didn't even hardly have anyone. So I remember that day I was about to leave because I had an early, day. And I said, well, shoot, so I'm about to leave. Nobody coming. Soon as I start packing up my stuff, this lady came. And I said, oh my gosh, hi. I said, I was just about to leave. So she was so nice. She sat there. We did the interview. And so I had to speak with our other, the principals, the leadership team, and stuff before we could officially say anything. And it was out of two people, so she got hired for the job, and I was so happy because I said, from when I met you, I just sensed something special about you. And one day, because I told her, I'll never forget. I said, if you need anything, let me know. Because I don't want you to be new here and you're struggling. I'm here as to support anything you need. Confidential. You ain't ever talk. Blah 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 blah. One day she came in there and I could sense it was something so heavy on her when she walked in there. She said, "Can I talk to you for a second?" So I said, "Sure." We were talking, and she said, "Remember when you said, oh, y'all's giving me chills even thinking about this." She said, "Remember when you said that if it's anything I need, that I can come and talk to you?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, can you pray for me?" It was that simple, out of nowhere. "Hey, D. Hey, sis, how are you?" It was that simple, out of nowhere. And I said, "Sure." So I was praying with her, y'all. I told this lady, I said, "Oh, you the reason why I'm still here." I said, "You the reason I'm still here." Okay? Because I had an opportunity to get up out of here and they delayed that. And I said, "Lord, why is this other position that I've been waiting for keep delaying things, pushing things back?" I said, "You the reason." So after that particular time, what do you say? Oh Lord, D in the streets early. You in the streets early, sis. Oh my goodness. And so it was another time after that. So we prayed. So then we were sitting there, and it wasn't long after that prayer. We had a meeting. And I remember before the meeting, she stopped by and she said, "Hey, I got some," because I was in another meeting. And I said, "Oh, I'm in a meeting right now." I said, "Can you tell me when y'all come to y'all's meeting?" So she said, I said, "Yeah." So when she got there, she was so happy. And so she said, "I got some good news." I said, "What?" She said, "Well, my husband got the new job." So we were rejoicing, excited, y'all. It happened within probably, I would say, how many days? It wasn't that long. After that prayer, I think it was probably 2 or 3 days. God opened, made a way for her husband. And then it was another time where, by her being new, she felt that the data that we were looking at, it was because of her. But it actually was data from before she came. And she had kind of got down in the meeting and started crying. And I was like, "Why are you crying?" Because I really don't like to see her cry. And she said, "I feel like I'm bringing down the team." I said, "No, what you have to understand is this is the data from right before you got here." I say, "Now, what we do is we don't ignore it, but now where do we go from here?" What can we do to improve it? I don't want you to feel like it's something that you were slacking on because you weren't even here. Okay. And so I just noticed that this is her first year really getting into teaching and learning things. And God kept me there for a reason. It wasn't about me, but it was about this lady. And sometimes if you start looking at yourself and you're wondering, "God, why has the door not open for the next?" Or you feel like you're on a detour or a delay, look around you. Okay? Look around you and see who is around you. Who is your assignment? Because you possibly could have an assignment in that particular place and you haven't tapped into it to know who's your assignment. He has you there for a reason. Okay. Now it could be because of you. Maybe you're in training. Maybe God is trying to train you in something. Okay. Or get something out of you. Or you could very well be there for someone else. I know it was times where I was in training. Okay. He was like, you ain't ready for the next because I'm still trying to work patience into you. Okay, so I need you to stay here a little bit longer. I'm still trying to get you to understand how to work with different people with different personalities. Because where you're going, you're going to have to know how to handle that. Can't pop out at everybody at every level. Every level you go will require a different you. Okay, it will require a different you. You can't be the same in every position you go to, especially if God is promoting you. It is going to require a different you, and you have to be open for that correction. God is not a God to condemn us, but He's a God that teaches us and will correct us. And He corrects us in loving ways. And I had to get used to that because I'm one, I don't like disappointing God. I don't. It hurts my heart if I feel like I'm hurting His heart. And so it's not always easy either to hear bad things about yourself that you need to change. That's not always easy. But it's for our good. It's for our good. And it's for what's coming next. So it's better to just make any necessary changes at one level so that when He does promote you to the next level, you're ready and you won't mess it up. That's the key. Hey, Truth. Oh my goodness. Truth, you know what? I was just thinking about you 2 days ago. I was like, I haven't seen Truth in any chats. Like, how have you been, sis? Oh my goodness. And I was basically just hopping on here for a little bit while I was doing my son's hair. We're about to go out of town. So I was like, let me touch up your hair. My daughter already has braids, so I don't really have to do too much to hers.
Mommy,
but I was like,
do it like this.
Boy, let me see. Truth, I was like, where has she been? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Rasha, you're welcome, sis. I'm just flowing. However God leads me to flow, that's what we talking about. Yeah, like I'm serious, y'all. It's hard out here, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it because I'm not the same person I am that I was five years ago. And I've had to go through some y'all. I was telling D about that narcissist boss. Like I had never worked for a narcissist boss before. And so when D talking about narcissist personalities and people like that, y'all, I had to learn how to navigate through that. Man, I had to lay low and catch up on some work. This saga had me behind. Girl, yes. I'm telling you, I had finally one day caught up when things got calm. I was able to finally catch up with my shows. I was getting behind on my shows and everything. It will have you behind. Like seriously, it had us behind. But y'all think we free? Well, I know I am. I don't care what they say. We done reached the end. Oh Lord, the end of the road is here with that. We moving on to new things. Y'all, oh my gosh, speaking of moving on to new things, I was in another sector last night on YouTube. Hold on, I'm finishing my here. I'm on live. I was in another sector, okay, on y'all, the name of it. I know the name of the channel. Don't sound crazy. And y'all probably have heard of this channel called Ratchet TV. Have y'all heard of Ratchet TV? Yeah, Anointed. It had everyone behind. Turn that off or go back there because I'm on live. Take it back there.
Turn it off.
Okay. Y'all, he's been talking about the Mahogany Jackson situation. As y'all know, she was a young lady that was unalived in a bless you, in a hotel room. She was kidnapped and unalived. Now these are people that knew her and that she knew. Okay, y'all, the receipts and things that he shared last night, there seemed to be some connections. Y'all, I'm telling you, I got to go back and look at a lot of this between Mahogany, some people that's involved in her case, Cupcake. Do y'all remember Cupcake? The little baby who was, I think she was 3 years old and was kidnapped and unalived. There are some people that are connected in those situations. And then they had also mentioned the Carly Russell. I was like, how in the world? I want to get into, I got to go back because I missed like a part of his live in the beginning because he was showing text message receipts. Y'all, that thing gets deep. It is deep. And I did not realize that some people in those situations were connected to that other case. And it may have also been a case of a setup. So I'm going to do some research, but if y'all follow him, that live he did last night, it opened my eyes. Anointed. It opened my eyes. Because y'all, I don't even want to even be talking about it on my channel. But y'all have to go over there and watch because it was some people involved in that situation that we probably didn't know were involved.
Wow, Wubsy.
Thank you, Miss Lisa. I'm telling y'all, I did not realize it. Girl, when I look, I'm talking to y'all like y'all right here with me, talking about girl. But when I say last night, I was sleepy.
Mommy,
And I forced myself. He was showing receipts on the screen. I can't barely see right now. Anyways, I need some glasses. I'm all on the screen, y'all, following the receipt. I was trying, because see, my mind, I have an investigative mind. I like real stories, crime stories, things like that, trying to figure stuff out. And when I tell you, I was trying to put together the pieces while I'm trying to read, y'all, it was crazy. And I'm like, wait a minute. These people knew about y'all, it was crazy.
Justice, open the door.
Okay, I'll get him. Justice, get back in here. So I said, I want to go back and look at, because he's been doing videos ever since this Mahogany Jackson thing. He's even had on one of the girls on his actual live. They did a whole oh, okay. Okay, D. Well, shoots. Do it even matter? Because, but yeah, I got what you're saying. Yeah, I have to go back and look at the beginning of that because he showed, I mean, really, since she passed away. I have to go back and look at it since before she passed away. He's been doing lives about different evidence and things. And he's had on some of the people involved in these receipts one night. He had them on his panel. And they were all talking to each other about different stuff. So it's going to come out what really went down with that. It is going to come out. But I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, because once I find out how this is all connected, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that because that case there, that really saddened me. It really, really saddened me with Cupcake. And we had a similar case. We had a similar case in Houston, my hometown. With that baby. Oh, Lord, I forgot her name. But it was a similar case. And come to find out, it was the mom's boyfriend. But it was a similar case. And I knew he had something to do with that. And then he led the police to where he had put her body. Same kind of situation with Cupcake. So, I don't know. This stuff coming back out now because of what happened. Just never know, y'all. My mom said was done in the dark will always come to the light. She never lied. She never lied. Yep, so yeah, D. That was the same area because I remember saying when not when Cupcake, when this story came out about mahogany. Thank you, D. Yes, please hit the like, ladies, and whoever watching on Facebook too. When this case came out, I said, wait a minute, ain't that the same place where they had the Cupcake kidnapping? I said, sure, there's a lot of kidnappings out there. I said that. And lo and behold, mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that stuff goes deep. You never know who is connected to some of this stuff behind the scenes. Mm-mm-mm. Now, y'all, me and my husband, we were talking about this yesterday. What do y'all think about the upcoming election? Have y'all heard of any I don't even know who's supposed to be on the ballot, to be honest. But it seems like right around this time, usually we hear about some stuff. And I just seem like it's been quiet. Have y'all noticed it's been real quiet? Because I don't even know who's on the ballot. And isn't the election in November? Because I thought people campaign and all of that. It feels very different this year. It feels very different. Y'all, I mean, this is so weird. I'm looking outside and it looks like it's about to rain. And I'm like, what day were we supposed to do anything? Because every day looks like it's gonna rain. But yeah, this year it seems very quiet. Okay, so Jessica, he's back. Okay. And you know what, y'all? We have a city, like some of our cities are like one street apart. We're here in the DFW. I was driving down the freeway the other day. Why did in one of the cities they allow them to have on the side of the freeway signs that say Trump won, and they have Trump 2024 flags, T-shirts, but they're already calling it that he's won. Now I was like, is he bringing back any of those stimulus checks? Hi, sister teacher. How are you? Thank you for joining. I'm like, is Trump gonna look out for the business owners though? He gonna look whatever he plans, he gonna look out for business owners. Now it might not be the small business, but he gonna look out for his people. He gonna make sure he got PPP loans set up, bailouts. I'm like, Trump, bring back the stimulus checks. Oh my goodness. I was like, you gonna bring back the stimulus checks or what? Oh, okay, Jessica. I don't know how they were making like these cartoons and were predicting what was about to happen. I want to know, how did that work? Okay, I'm done. I want to know, how did that work? My son getting up like an old man.
I'm like an old man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like, Trump gonna look out for those business owners. mean, but y'all, I'm just being real talk though. What? Oh, how do I say this? Like, I would just say this has been one of the most quiet 4 years, okay, in a long time. Okay, Sister Teacher said, my opinion, Trump did more for the black community than any president since Abraham Lincoln. Hey, Sister Teacher. I'm just saying. Now, all of the press that he had and things he did, I did not agree with whatsoever. And the racism that felt comfortable coming out, and the man, people almost trying to take away our democracy. Now, there were some things that I did notice, and I agree with what Sister Teacher was saying on that. Now, let me tell y'all. Remember when Trump, their administration, everybody, they had voted to send help during that time for the unemployment. They had set up for people who were unemployed could get help. Do y'all know Texas? Okay, Texas wants to be its own country. They refused to help towards the end. Okay, it was crazy. They had refused to help. Now, even Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama, I do remember too when he did help with the housing. Okay, where they gave everyone $8,000. If you were purchasing a house, you would get $8,000 grant or whatever they called it. He even did that. Okay, these 4 years, past 4 years, I haven't seen too much. We thought we were getting student loans forgiven. That fell through. Now, people who don't have federal loans in some of these schools, they were getting, their loans forgiven. But people don't want to back that up. I don't know why, because the people who not trying to back it up, y'all probably still got student loans out there too. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, come on now. You gonna either pay them off or forgive them or just not get it. I mean, pick which one. You want to go ahead and just forgive them or what? As long as Trump going to look out for the business owners and bring back those PPP loans and stimulus, come aboard. Oh my goodness. Come aboard, Trump for president. I'm telling you. My husband said, hi, Angie. Hi, sis. Thank you for joining. Baby, my husband said, my husband wasn't trying to hear me yesterday. I said, baby, if Trump is coming back with these PPP loans, now that I got my business going, he coming back with the PPP loans and he bringing back these stimulus checks. Trump for president. I'm gonna go get me a shirt. Now I'll be like, now look, Trump, you can't come back with all that mess now, okay? If you got to come back, you better get your people under control. We not doing climbing the walls and all this stuff. Y'all can't be doing all that. Y'all can't be doing all that, okay? Yep, that did happen too. I do remember that. I do remember that. Angie said, I'll never choose Trump ever. Oh my goodness. Jessica said, personally, I don't think we'll have an election this year because of what's going on now. But if there is, Trump is coming back. So, Jessica, girl, because I'm out of the loop. What is going on? Maybe I need to know this. What is going on now that I need to know about? Okay, because I don't even know what's going on. Y'all, that's sad. Excuse me. This saga has kept us so out of the loop. I'm out of the loop in politics. Sis, fill me in. Why won't there possibly be an election this year? Oh my goodness. And you know what? Sad to say, I do agree. If there is an election, Trump is going to come back. I do feel that. I don't think Biden will get a second term. I haven't heard of anyone else that's, Democratic side that's strong and, out there right now that's really campaigning, because I don't even know who's on the ballot. That should be everywhere. Angie said he won't have my MF vote. None of them doing X for us. Hey, Angie, you sound like my husband. He said, I'm not voting. I said, well, guess what? That's 1 year it don't matter for sure. Even if you don't vote, I think he was still, he's still gonna probably get it, because who is he gonna go up against that's really gonna have a chance? We already know. Y'all notice how they've been laying low these 4 years. They just been laying low. They rolled up those flags, and they about to start pulling them out of these garages. Right around September, October, we're going to start seeing them flags flying on these trucks again. Oh, my God. We're going to start seeing them flags flying on these houses and these trucks again. And we're going to have to, and you know what, y'all? If he get in there, he is now eligible to be in there 2 terms. He would be the first president to have 3 terms. And that's what he wants. He wants to one-up Barack Obama. Oh, he really is, sister teacher. That's what he is. And I'm gonna be real, y'all. When he had his show, what's the name of the show? Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm drawing a blank. What's the name of his show? Let me look it up right quick. Y'all, what was the name of his show? It's been so long since I watched it. Apprentice. When that show Apprentice came on, I watched it every season. I'm telling you, I was learning. Like I told you, I'll be watching stuff. I watched that show every season when it was on. And I was learning from, the business side of that. And so, but all this other stuff, I'm not for. I'm for a good business person, people to teach about business, things like that. I'm for that. But all the other racist stuff, Trump, it's just, I don't know. It was just, the confusion. And sometimes I even question if he was like leading a lot of the racist stuff, because I just think some people felt that they were more comfortable unleashing the racism when he was in office. I really don't see like a lot of racist things he was really saying. Of course, some of his actions were questionable. Jessica said he already said that he's the U.S. savior in one of his debates. And you know what? Some of the stuff he be saying, y'all couldn't help but laugh, because I was like, this man has lost his mind. He crazy. He just be saying stuff. I don't even think he believe it. I think he just be saying. Oh Lord, y'all hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot. I think they forgot I was on live. I was like, babe, I was about to be like, hush, be quiet. Oh my gosh. Now Trump, now Trump, we can't have you saying all this craziness. You're going to have to get together, sir. We need you under some psych evaluation. If you get back in here, we got some things we got to work out. Okay. Andrew said, "I'm a." Oh my gosh! Right? Are we? If y'all can't abide by the rules, we can do this ourselves. Okay? Yes, I love that show. Good morning, Scorpio Goddess. How are you? Thank you for joining. Yes, and you know what? I would say Michelle, but she's not about to put up with them. She said she's not doing it. Okay, Hillary tried. They up here lying on her, and people fell for it. So she's not gonna come back. I'm like, so who else? What other woman is about to step up to the plate? Kamala Harris? No, I don't think she's gonna do it. And really, to be honest, I haven't even really heard from her. Y'all, we used to see, I'ma just be real talk, okay? This is the open book. I can say truly, when Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama were in presidency, and even when Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton were as well, because I kind of, those were when I were older, and things like that, can keep up with stuff. Those are the ones that I kind of remember more. They were always doing things out in the public. I would see it on television. I would see it, on social media, things of that sort. You would see them going to schools, doing stuff. Like, I really have not seen these 4 years them, and I'm pretty sure they are doing things, and it's no shade against them. But I really haven't seen them in the spotlight a lot, like doing different things that are noticeable, where it's on social media, things of that sort. I just haven't. I feel like this is the first presidency where I've been out of the loop and not really seeing too much, and they could be doing stuff behind the scenes. I just haven't really seen it. Sister Teacher said, "Me too, open book. Me and my niece used to watch him when he first ran for office and be cracking up. That man a funny fool." Yes, like he just be saying stuff. I was like, now come on, sir. You just saying something. Some people do that. They just say something to say something. They don't even believe it. Yes, baby. Hey. And it was during the pandemic, so that made it extra. Man, I'm telling you, my husband was unemployed during that time. They were helping with unemployment stuff. It really, the stimulus checks, all of that, And if he stayed in there long enough, maybe he could have gotten these loans forgiven. Now, Trump, now, if you could for sure talk to your people and try to get these student loans forgiven, okay, and try to get us some, more business benefits. We need some. Let me think. What else we need? We need some business benefits. We need these student loans really forgiven, because you probably got some too, and your kids probably got some too, maybe. And then what else we need? We need a couple more of those stimulus checks. Get this stuff cranking again. What else? Talk to your people, calm them down. We don't want no war issues. What else? What else we need, y'all? Like, you got to come with it. We don't want this racism stuff. You got to talk to the people. It's not a time to come and be divided again and stuff like that. It's been a calm these 4 years. We need that same energy. Okay? Don't bring all of that. Okay? Oh my goodness. Scorpio said that's only because Republicans was in office then. When it's the Democrats in office, they hate that. Yeah, that's true. I agree. So we're gonna see how this goes. Okay. Trump, you can't become bringing all that same stuff. We can't have that. We can't have that. I wish President Barack Obama would just, what would be funny? What if he just came out the blue and said he running again? Can he do that? No, I don't think he can though. Maybe if they, change the rules or something. He would hate that. Oh, he would hate that. Well, y'all, I think I'm gonna get off from here so we can pack up, get on this road. Yes. Oh my gosh. Girl, I'm trying to move out of Texas because of that. That man, if anything, they need to be trying to find somebody. Shoes. Because Texas, Texas is trying to be its own little country. Okay? They're the only ones who want to be separate from everything, even to the grid. We can't even be a part of the U.S. grid. They don't want to be a part of the unemployment stuff. I mean, everything. Teachers, it's just a lot in Texas, y'all. And I don't know why everybody moving here. I don't know why people trying to move here, because y'all move here, it's getting crowded. The prices are skyrocketing on the housing. Don't get me started, okay? Do not get me started. Because, it is ridiculous the stuff that goes on here. And y'all save us. Save us. We need an SOS here in Texas because they are trying to be its own little country. Yes, sis, it was crazy. And during that time too, it's like you were stuck in the house. You had extra money to go grocery shopping. I'm telling you, it was a blessing in disguise, but we were scared for our lives because we didn't know nothing about COVID. Oh my gosh. Right. He wouldn't hush though. He wouldn't. He told them they don't need no help. They need to get back to work. Yes, sis, I heard California too. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to move too. It's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Well, y'all, this has been a good live. I thank y'all for chatting it up with me. I was just on here for a little bit. It turned to a whole over an hour. Oh my gosh. I have enjoyed it though. Y'all have me rolling. Thank y'all so much. So I will be back though. Okay. Because now we're about to go on a trip. So I want to keep, we're going to do like a vlog, of events while we're away and things like that. So I will be back. So give me a chance to kind of get on the road. I think we'll get there. But I'm going to go over to Dee's live once we get on the road. Real Talk with Dee podcast. If you haven't heard of her, go ahead and join, subscribe to her channel, and I'll be on there for a little bit while we're on the road. And when we get there, I'll be back. So I have enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Let's see the final comments that I missed. Yes, it's a lot of inflation here in Texas. Sister Teacher said my grandson moved to Texas. Now he want to come back because they keep sending him draft letters. What? Tell him run. Okay, run back. Because no. I enjoyed you too, sis. Safe travels and enjoy your trip with the fam. Thank you so much, Raw Truth. I enjoyed you too. Thank you for your support. Those of you who want to support and purchase a book, I put the link in the chat earlier. You can go on Amazon.com and purchase it, or I have signed copy packages if you're interested. I think I may just put it on my community wall. But those of you who have purchased or will purchase, thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. You guys have been such a blessing, and I pray that God blesses you. Thank y'all so much, and I will be back a little later. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.